You can see the balloons, the decoration. It is a 1 year anniversary.
This topic is gonna be things I learned from my ex.
He's my ex.
You was your ex. It's not alleged anymore. No.
It's alleged.
Why is it alleged? Because she doesn't want to
Nobody
claim
can
him.
prove anything.
Okay. Alleged. I actually remember there was a time I came to your barbecue.
Yeah.
And you guys were lipsing off.
My husband. My colleague has a crush on me, guys. He's 35. I'm not going to name his name. I'm not going to go to HR about it because he bought me food last week and it was really nice. If you ever receive an invite from me to come here, just know I'm setting you up. That's not what I'm going to say
jumped.
personally. That's what I'm going to say personally.
Hi guys, welcome back to TGA. As you can see, the balloons, the decoration, it is a 1 year anniversary.
One more year bundle.
Many more to come. Officially, many more to come. Amen.
Amen.
Heights in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
So today we have a lot for you guys. A lot of spillage will be coming out today. Not in that way. But a lot of tea will be spilt today.
Yes.
So enjoy the episode. Thank you so much for all the support. We love you. We love you. We love you. And as you continue to grow with us, you will grow.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Thank you.
Follow TJ at TJ Pod everywhere.
On
Everywhere.
everything.
TGAPOD.
On our TikTok. On our Instagram. On YouTube. Maybe we're not going to start Snapchat, I lied.
Probably you can make money off that, you know.
Yeah,
anyway,
you
so
can.
You can't make steep money off that. Very steep. Yeah, that's why people love posting on Snapchat.
Because they get paid for it.
Okay, that's the case.
Anyway, put that in the
I'm
drafts.
open.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. Anyone got anything to say for the past week?
Well,
two weeks
Are
actually.
we introing?
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, it's your girl Shay.
It's Atty.
It's your favorite flat babe Mayoa.
It's Jameen.
And last but not least is Ope.
Woo!
Okay, so what's happening now?
Live
It's
recently.
the fact that we always clap kills me.
Because
Because guys, it used to be a struggle to do this intro. Do you see the way it was so smooth?
It's not
Back
like
in
that.
the day.
Progression. 1 year later.
1 year later, because
No, we should actually do that. Oh, we don't have actual
I think I have some footage of when we tried
Riverside.
to. Riverside. Basically, guys, we tried to film on Riverside, like off like early episodes.
It didn't go
Yeah, because
well.
we weren't around each other.
It was the
Yeah.
thought that counts, man.
It was
the thought that
actually the
counts.
thoughts.
It was the thought that counts, but the intention was there.
Was
the
it
skill
even?
was not. Now we're getting there.
was.
No, the intention was there, man. We tried. Like, guys, we were sitting there in our bedrooms, full beat.
No, literally.
But I don't know. That first episode, I don't know where we were going with it. I don't.
When you see me, we're in our bedrooms in full beat, staring at the camera.
No,
the
no.
microphone's crackling, camera's
I think
shaking.
after that we changed because it was just MPB.
Yeah, we were just like, no.
It didn't make sense. It didn't
We're
make
just like,
sense.
no.
It didn't make sense.
It was very much
Give it a
interrogation.
minute,
But
sir.
shout, we've come a long way.
Was it 3 years in the making, right? Or how many years?
Yes,
Literally
oh my
like 2
God.
years.
No, it's more than 2 years.
It's been over 2 years.
What of us thinking
Discussing
about
these
it?
pods, yeah, it's actually
shit,
been about 3
okay.
years now.
3. Oh,
It's actually
sorry, I forget how long ago we were in so let me be serious. It's just been a while.
Anyway, our life recently, life updates.
What is
How's
life
it going?
updates?
How's work? How's life? How's love?
Work is work.
Love care.
Love is...
Work is
Why are you looking at me?
and stuff.
Let me not say anything.
Are you good?
I was just gonna say that somebody's back in town officially now, isn't it? It's been 2 weeks and nothing has
Just
actually
been
happened.
working and
about
living,
that.
living and working.
Life.
My colleague has a crush on me, guys. He's 35. I'm not gonna name his name. I'm not gonna go to HR about it because he bought me food last week and it was really nice.
Is he?
Of course.
Oh.
I don't have any co-workers for real. I have one actually, and he's really lovely. Yeah, we went to Box Park. Like we were running a game day, and he was like, "I'll come to Box Park because I was saying I need to get my protein up, like because I'm working out a lot more, but I don't eat enough." So he was like, "Yeah, let's go to Box Park." Meant to be like an hour break from this game day we were running. We ended up staying there for 2 hours. He's so fun to talk to. Don't get me wrong, great guy. But he just kept talking about like what it's like dating because he's moving to London soon for his. He got moved teams.
Stop asking me.
And they're based in London, and I was just like,
What's that doing? What?
I don't like
what it's
the
like
black
dating
one. I don't
in
know
life.
what-
Like, he was just like, oh, this is what it's like.
Wait.
That's what my dating life is like. Then he tried to give me his number. Then he tried to give me his Instagram. And I told him I don't use Instagram.
I don't like that, you know.
Yeah, it was actually
Right.
much.
It makes me uncomfortable. There's this guy at my workplace that I'm pretty sure he likes me, and all the aunties there are trying to like be like, "Oh, your husband," and my husband. Don't actually do that. It makes me very uncomfortable because now I have to avoid you.
Yeah.
And he was like, one time, after work, can you please? He's not fresh like that.
Add a little twang.
But he's like, oh, can you meet me like? When do you finish work? I just said, I don't know. Sometimes I finish early. Sometimes I don't know. I finish around 4 or 5. He's like, okay, I finish around 3:30, so I can wait for you. And I was just thinking,
To do what?
Is it gonna drive
To
you
do what?
the house?
To do what?
nothing. And then afterwards, I was just like, and then luckily, I serve a living God. My aunt was like at 3 o'clock, you can just go home. I just said,
See ya.
bye. Unfortunately, I have to go home now. Like, there's nothing I can do.
What was he gonna wait?
To do because questions that need
No, need
answers.
answers because like not even like I'll wait for you to get some food. I'll wait for you to get the train.
Why would
I'll
you
wait.
get food
I'll wait
after
for you to
when
do
there's
what?
food at home?
Nothing. You just said I want to talk to you.
Talk to me about what?
Escape. Could actually
Escape.
No, like I just don't like people like trying to do stuff at work.
Yeah, it's so
awkward.
What was I saying? You don't shit where you eat, man.
Yeah.
That's
That happens
That's crazy business. Don't do that.
lot.
Unless you
So
work
I
in
should
retail,
just
that doesn't
know.
really count.
Yeah, retail doesn't
No,
matter.
retail don't
All
count.
my days,
Like,
retail
all
doesn't
hospitality.
count.
I can't lie.
It's part of the thrill of going to work. Like I can't
Why are
lie.
you looking to the sky?
Do you have a story time for us?
She does.
I
Go on,
don't-
Atty.
I don't have a story time because we haven't.
Go area. No, go area.
We haven't
Finish
been-
this.
But I didn't actually shit where I ate.
Okay, so what happened?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so what happened?
Oh shit, I did. No, but yeah, not really because it was temporary. It was a temporary job.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
Do you still
thank
have
you.
his
Then we can
contact
move
now?
on.
Or?
No, she ran away from him last time we saw him.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Next topic.
Anyway, you intro it.
I just did the intro.
Okay, Jimmy can intro it.
How about you, Jay?
I don't
This
think
is
the
what
next
we know.
topic.
This is what we know. Go
I
area.
don't actually know what the next.
No, actually, I think Shay should
The
intro
next
it.
the
What
ex.
thing you learned from your ex?
Oh,
It's the grey area though.
We said it.
Yeah.
You said
It's
our
a
one
grey-
year anniversary,
yeah,
so we'll
it'll
do.
be under a
Okay,
grey
so
area.
it's under
it
the
has to
grey
be
area.
English. Yeah, it'll be under a grey area.
So guys, the next segment that we're gonna do is called the grey area, and basically this is where we just talk about like stuff that's happening in our lives or a topic that's happening in our lives or whatever it is, but it's just a grey area or happened, past tense. And this topic is going to be, it's very, very close to my heart. This topic is going to be things I learned from my ex. Now, a couple of us in this room have had turbulent past relationships. So we just thought, and not only, we're not here to just shit on them, we want to educate, we want to learn, we want to advise you on
We can multitask.
what we did. Yeah. What we did that was probably wrong and we should have left, and what we learned from that situation, so that if you're ever in a situation, look at me now. If you're in a situation and you need to run, listen to this episode
I'm about to
and
zoom
then
into your face.
Run faster, run far. No, run faster, run far.
but yeah, this is the segment. So, you guys ready to divulge, spill?
Because where does one even start, guys?
Okay,
Start, guys.
Preface.
Oh
We know people can grow.
no.
Let's
No, come
No,
on,
people
girl.
can
That's
grow.
great.
But
in
you
case
don't have
somebody
to grow with
wonders.
them.
In case people wonder and they find this video, we understand people grow. There's changes. Things like happen in life.
This is applicable to some, maybe not all.
That's my phone.
But like guys, yeah.
Unfortunately, in my situation, that's not the case.
Okay.
But,
But even if they do go, you don't have to go with them. You can just go.
That part.
So.
Because that part. We're not trying to shit on anybody.
It's true. I actually
Disclaimer!
don't
We're not trying to shit on anybody.
I am here to multitask.
Okay.
But I appreciate the peace and love in the room right now. I'm not part, but I appreciate the peace and love in the room right now. What was I going to say?
Yeah. Peace
I
and
should
love.
know
Guys.
it's
Peace
not,
and love.
like-
Kumbaya.
Lessons that I learned from my ex. Wait.
Do you wanna-
Maybe we should.
Should I
Maybe we should apply
Oh my
context
days. Yeah, okay. Let me
before we. Do
I don't even know
you get
how
what I'm
we-
saying?
Why? I don't even know how we're going to do
It
this.
depends what you're ready
Okay.
to share,
I
what
already
you're
thought
not
about my
ready to
lesson.
share.
Okay, good.
You thought about your lesson?
Yeah.
You have a lesson? Okay,
I have
cool.
a lesson.
So context.
So
So I met my alleged ex-boyfriend when I was in university.
It's actually the
Alleged.
legend.
No, because actually nobody can prove anything.
Allegedly.
Pardon? He's my ex.
It was your ex. It's not alleged anymore. No.
It's alleged.
Why is it alleged?
Because she doesn't want
Nobody
to
can
claim
prove
him.
anything.
Okay. Alleged. I actually remember there was a time I came to your barbecue
Yeah.
and you guys were lipsing off.
No, what's wrong with you?
Nobody has any proof, by the way. It's just memories. Everyone just has memories. Like, do you know that Mandela effect is real? Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I met my alleged ex-boyfriend in uni. Lesson number one, like to because the lessons I learned throughout the journey is don't date anybody who's wanted you for a long time. That's where I messed up.
Why? Do you think they put you on? Wait.
That's where
Do
I
you
messed
think
up.
that they put you on a pedestal?
Because they put you on a pedestal. Let me tell you what
Come
happened.
back.
So like when I met him, I had heard from like a friend of mine, shout out Tino, heard from a friend of mine like, oh,
Shout out
he's
Tino.
been feeling your thing for a while, you know, like he's like, I think we met in second year potentially. Yeah, I think second year. And potentially my third. But yeah, and Tino was like, oh, like when we finally started allegedly dating, Tino was like, oh, he's been checking for you for a long time. Like he would literally ask me about you. If I posted on a story, he'd be messaging me like, yo, like who's this girl? Da, da, da. But I was like, that's not really your steez. You know what I mean, I was like, yeah, you're right, because I don't really like my friends being like, my boy's interested in you, please. So like, yeah, cool. We met at my friend's. I think we met at my friend's party. We did meet at my friend's party, and yeah, it was cool. It was vibes, whatever. I got injured playing football shortly after, but like through at the end of the period of time.
I'm so sorry.
What gone?
How did that make you feel?
How do I make you feel?
I'm just,
You feel stupid.
I was about to laugh, but I said let me change my course.
No,
So you got injured by like Will.
Yeah.
American football.
I thought you were talking about football.
Football, like
Because I know the American football. I thought you
No.
meant actual. I was like,
I was at a football tournament. It was a flag football tournament. I went for a
sorry.
tackle.
You don't need to
The
do
guy like the guy, yeah, because it was a mixed gender like flag football
what
tournament.
the hell?
So like I tackled him in the
Was that even
tackle, his
legal?
leg came back, and then like and then my leg twisted, and I lost all the ligaments in my legs. I don't have any like ligaments in my I have barely any ligaments in my right knee. So yeah, ACL, MCL, PCL done out. Anyway,
That doesn't
through
even
that period of
make sense. Why would
time,
you do that?
I just met my alleged boyfriend. So like cool, we were talking. He was like very like nice and supportive, whatever.
Ligaments.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just,
everything.
why is that even a sport?
And like
Because
you know, sorry.
mixed sports.
Side note,
Serious.
guys, I've never felt a pain in my body like that. Like my body was white hot,
God, I beg.
and I was just screaming, and you can hear it when it happens.
Oh, 'cause I can
Imagine
imagine.
what it is. Like, guys, it was really messed
That's
up.
traumatic.
ACL injuries, like I know people like, oh, you like it's actually it's a lot. Like I think the pain is one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my entire life. Like nothing compares to it. And I couldn't walk for like 6 months, like properly. Like
Oh
it
my
was
God.
bad. And the NHS obviously shout out the doctors and nurses, love you lot down, but like at the time the NHS was just not helpful like at all. They didn't realise I had my ACL until like months after, and at that point it's like you're meant to operate on the ACL I think within 10 days. Something like that. So like it was just for it to be like back to.
They
do you know
didn't
what I mean?
clock.
They didn't clock. I had to go private to get my scans done because like they just weren't willing to help me. Anyway, so I was going through a lot mentally. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, obviously, like I feel like when I'd met him, looking back now, he'd studied me down. Like he had like formed himself to be my person, basically. Does that make sense? So like he wasn't really into sneakers. I've been into sneakers for quite a while. Like since literally like I was like 17, 18. So like suddenly. He was like really into sneakers according to like people around him, like, oh yeah, he's become a huge sneakerhead, like da-da. But obviously I didn't know that. I just thought, okay, like just a guy into sneakers, into sports, into basketball and so that. We dated for I have a 6-month rule when I date people, but it's not for them, it's for me. Like after 6 months I need to know what I want with you, otherwise I'm gonna leave you alone. So yeah, literally 6 months he asked me to be his girlfriend, allegedly. He asked me to be his girlfriend, allegedly. Then we dated for 9 months. But where it kind of got techie is in the that 9 months that we're together, he like there were just so many insecurities that really like came out with him, and a lot of it I think was, first of all, second lesson is don't mold yourself to be somebody else's person, because I think that's why he felt so insecure, was like he felt like he was always playing like a part, if that made sense, which like
wasn't being himself.
it wasn't being himself, which is like wasn't gonna put reflection, like yeah, like crazy imposter syndrome because you're not being yourself. But yeah, I had an internship at the company I work for now for 3 months during summer, and that's when he cheated on me. So yeah, I got cheated on. That's the story. He cheated on me during that time, but like
The time you were recovering.
no, the time that I was interning at the company I work for now.
I was say if it was recovering, when you were
Yeah,
recovering.
That's
Be like
crazy.
dickhead.
That's actually
Yeah, and like it was so weird because during that 3 months, obviously, like I was working, I was busy, I was back with my friends because I was like back home and stuff, and like at that point, most of my friends had graduated, so it was nice to just be like back home and like around my people then. And he just kept expressing like, I feel like you don't have as much time for me, and I feel like we're not talking every day like we used to. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm working. Like
I'm welcome.
I wake up at 6 a.m. to get to the office for the time I need to get to the office. I get back at like maybe 8, and then I'm tired, or like I still have my family or my friends or whatever. But I'll still make time to talk to him. But also he was very much like, you can't talk to me all day, every day, and I don't like that. Wow, like big baby, cool.
Because wow,
like
big baby.
Anyway, so like the day he cheated on me, I was at my friend's birthday, and he like I'd been checking on him like, are you good? Because he said he was going to Leeds for one of his friends' birthdays, and then he told me he got spiked because like he literally just went like silent. He was like, oh, like I got spiked the next day. I was like, oh, like sorry, are you actually okay? Like he was like, yeah, he's throwing up everywhere. Cool.
Oh.
And then
What a
I
dramatic
don't like
lie.
stuff like that because
it was such a dramatic lie.
It was such a
Guys, it was a dramatic lie, and it's like I was just like, obviously, like someone getting spanked is actually a very deep situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell?
You
Like,
just became panicking.
Bro,
for no
literally.
reason. I was like,
are
oh,
you
okay?
good? And like, and it's so crazy. Like, what? What?
Would I panic though?
You
No,
would.
if
somebody that
Like
you
my
you cared about,
boyfriend.
like,
Serious.
like that was
I
peak.
cared about my
Yeah.
friends, I think they were spiked.
Yeah,
Like,
but if your
your
man
man.
got spiked,
It's like if you.
Oh, I know where
Nah.
her head is going, and I just
No,
don't. even-
because she's
I
saying as a
just
man. She's
don't
trying to say
want-
as a man.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be.
I'm not.
Personally, me, I know panic
I'm
is a
not.
stretch.
guys,
but
you know what's spiked?
Back in
It's-
ears.
It's not just like you feel with it. Sometimes it's heavy,
And
goes
you
down,
don't remember
paralyzes you for
anything.
life.
You lose your
Yeah.
bodily functions, like so. That's like
that's crazy.
she said. Yeah, words. Anyway,
Word.
so yeah, so like he's got
Sorry if you've been spiked. Trigger warning. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
laughing at
We
you.
care for you.
Be careful, you.
You.
Just you.
So yeah, so he said like, oh, he got spiked, blah blah blah. That's what he was saying. I was like, okay, like, are you actually okay? Like, getting spiked is a very big thing. Like, you, like I said, you need to control everybody functions and whatever. So yeah, he's good now. Then like we had he was like, can I call you? I said, yeah, sure. So we had a phone call, and he was like, I feel like our communication's gone really bad, and I feel like, and to me, and that's when I was like, this should be end because to me it gave. You've done something here.
That's why he's ringing up fake
Exactly. I was like,
vibes.
no, it wasn't a fight. It was given like
You
it
were
was given like, you know, once again, hindsight is a crazy thing. It was given like our lack of communication made me do something I shouldn't have done. So let me just tell you. Do you get what I'm
Let me
saying?
just tell you now
Exactly.
that our communication
That our
is
communication
shit. So
is
when
shit.
you find out, I can
I
go
have a
back
balance
to
of
that
standard.
point.
Exactly.
That's why I did what I did. Right.
So like, yeah, cool. So obviously, at the moment, I'm like, yeah, like that makes a lot of sense. Whatever, like, we're moving on. Do you know what I mean? I can accept that my communication hasn't been what it was before. Cool, whatever. Then one fateful day, I was at my friend's watch party because it was on The Voice.
Anyway, sorry. Moving swiftly on.
I was watching The Voice because he made it to the finals, and then I get a message. Mind you, I never check my message requests. And this sounds so bad. I'd been praying to God for a sign to break up with this man because I just realised that at the time I was with him, I didn't love him. Like, I kind of liked and tolerated him, but I feel like in the guys, no one says this about
That's not possible.
I feel like I liked and
Definitely
tolerated him,
thinks
but
about me.
I was so exhausted. Like, I just feel like it was so much like.
I feel like when you're not meant to be
Yeah,
there,
I
your
wasn't meant to
spirit's
be there,
fighting.
and like I feel like the insecurities were just becoming too much, and like he had a really bad habit of just lying about little things. Like,
Oh,
Do you
one
guys
thing
want
about
to
me,
know?
I hate
I've been watching
liars.
flipping Desperate Housewives again, and
yes.
I'm on the part where flipping Orson.
yes,
When he turned into a kleptomaniac, that was crazy.
basically that's what it was, guys. I'm not even joking.
They're actually
Yeah.
crazy for
Watch
that.
this
But anyway,
person.
sure.
Watch
They're
Desperate
doing a reboot
Housewives.
soon as well, by the way, guys.
Bree-
Watch it.
Yes, I heard.
Bree's husband, but apparently Mark Cherry has nothing to do with it.
I'm not watching
Oh,
that
get out
shit.
of
No
the
one
Bree's
cares.
husband is, but is
The
that sister
creator.
from Scandal? I don't know. Kerry Washington, she's the one that's sorting out, and somebody else. I can't remember.
Someone else,
Watching that.
But yeah, basically, if you haven't watched it, Bree's husband was basically stealing
Stealing.
to get attention from her.
What was that
So
all
he would,
about?
if anyone pissed him off, he
would
would just
kill
steal
them.
something from
It
them.
was actually
It was
crazy.
so
It was
weird.
actually
It was a very
crazy.
odd
He's a klepto.
storyline.
Yeah.
Very
And he
odd.
literally said, "You make me do this."
Yeah.
Like, I know, that's
She was
crazy.
always attracting madmen.
Yeah.
isn't
Anyway, maybe we have
One
that in common. I
died.
don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I'll just catch me like little lies. Like you guys know how I feel about vaping. When we started dating, I think he knew I wasn't. Once again, like I was saying, I feel like he had studied me down. Oh yeah, no, he doesn't vape. He played basketball as well, so it's like I can't vape. Whatever.
Yeah.
Then I think my friend saw him at the club one time. And my friend just messaged me like, yo, I've seen you. So I think my friend just shouted me like, yo, I've just seen so and so in the club, like, did whatever. Obviously, I knew he was going out. It wasn't that wasn't a secret. But I get a message instantly underneath my friend. Shout out Yemi. Yemi's message is here. My alleged ex-boyfriend message is there. As soon as Yemi's messaged me, I just see ding. Alleged ex-boyfriend message. He goes, oh yeah, not gonna lie, one of the boys bought me a vape. So like,
you're a loser.
just for tonight. And I was just like, oh, you know, I can't do this anymore. Like,
Why?
because it's just like little lies. Just like, why are
Even if one of
you
your boys bought you a
lying?
vape, you can give it back.
You
to
can give it.
them.
You don't have to.
Yeah, literally,
You don't have to
have
take
to
that. Do you know
vape.
what I mean? So anyways, yeah,
Because it's not even yours. You don't. What?
You don't have to take
hell?
those. But it's just like why are you lying? If you want to vape, do that, but just leave me alone, kind of thing. But I think that a lot of the lies he told was like he wasn't willing to just leave me alone. Like I said, it was more because to what he thought. Like, I wanted him to be whatever, cool. So yeah. So anyway, one fateful day, randomly check my message requests at this watch party, and I just see hey, I think I've been sleeping with your alleged ex-boyfriend. I said, question
What
mark.
do you do?
Man, like I
don't know
said,
what to
I've been
do.
praying to
I
God.
don't even want to be.
Yeah,
I was really
never.
happy.
Oh,
I was really happy, guys. I was so happy.
Really?
Like,
it's just like
I was so happy
sorry.
because I feel like obviously, like I said,
obviously.
everything I've said now was with hindsight. In the moment, we didn't know as much, if that makes sense. So it was like everybody around thought he was such a good guy. Like everybody was like, oh, like he's so nice, he's so good. And I feel like even me, I would give him the benefit of the doubt on certain things because we grew up very differently and stuff. And I didn't want to feel like I wasn't taking in the fact that we have different like experiences and thought processes and stuff like that. But like it got to a point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't love you. I've never loved you, and I feel like you're draining my energy. Like it's getting exhausting. But because everybody thought
loved you.
but because everybody thought he was such a good person, I felt like I was self-sabotaging because I have a bad habit of self-sabotaging. So I thought, oh, like, am I about to miss out on like a good thing? Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I'm just like, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm just reaching that stage where it's not the honeymoon phase anymore, so I just need to be a bit more realistic. Cool. So I was praying to God, I said, God, please, I need you to let me know.
Tap a girl out.
I said, please, like,
Tap a girl
please.
out.
I said, just give me a sign that this relationship isn't for me, please. Guys, God express delivered that sign 2 days later. Like I said, don't check my message request. Check my message request. Message from her, and she was like, I'm so sorry. Mind you, she was like this kind of like relatively not old, but she was grown. At the time we were 22. She was like 30, something like that. Anyway, they met in the club. The night he said he got spiked. That's what he was doing, by the way. He was out there kissing on women. Yeah, they slept together. So she was like, I'm so sorry, like I honestly had no idea, but I had a feeling because I saw your name pop up when you guys were having a convo. But he was like, no, like don't stress, it's not like that's my best friend, like we're like this, that's my twin. I was like,
It's true, you are best
I'm your
friends,
twin.
but you're also
mind you, he was never
dating
my
me.
best friend. Whoa, calm down. That's how I needed to. She was like, yeah, no, he was never my best friend. Whoa. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's the context of the story. In a nutshell, the lessons I learned: men are mad. You know, I was like, oh, and then when I broke up with him, he tried to cry. I said, are you crazy?
Because
Are you crazy? You cheated on me and you're trying to cry. I actually couldn't believe it. I was in shock, guys. I was like,
Like what
after
type
you
of like?
insulted me.
no, it was like, okay, not gonna lie, guys. I do have the conversation recorded. I think I deleted it, but I said to my friends because it was funny. Because I knew he was gonna try and do some fuck shit. Sorry, I don't like to swear on the pod, but I knew he was gonna try and do some, like, you know, some absolute bull. So cool. So I was like, let me just walk into this. I took the screenshots that she had sent me because I was like, if I'm gonna do this, let me do it right. Like, bang on. I fun because the thing is, I'm not a crash out. I just felt like I was looking for opportunity.
No, this is an opportunity to go crazy.
I feel like I have nothing to lose. I'm so happy to be free. Like, guys, I was so happy when she had a message. She was like, I'm so sorry. I said, girl, please. Like, oh, I asked for this. Like, she was literally like, she thought I was insane. She was like, are you gonna comfort me? I was like, no, you don't know what you've done for me. Like, you literally just saved me.
Saved
like,
my
thank
life.
you so much.
Even that is really pissing.
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
So,
The girls
even in the
way. Because
that could
you're-
just be me.
did
I
you
say,
just
girl,
no,
she's a great woman, Shah, but yeah.
because like sorry, did you not know that? So she figured it out after that.
Oh no, she
did she
said
not
it
know?
multiple times.
So that's what I'm
And
saying.
it's
So
on the multiple. She was like, no, wait, this is not making sense. This cannot be your girl best friend. Like,
okay.
the vibe is very much given. That's right.
okay.
That's when she messaged me because I think she said, oh, like it was
just
the week
wanted to
before she was
check,
trying to
are
figure
you-
out. So she was like,
Yeah.
I was looking through his following. I was like, obviously my name on Instagram is M444. So she was trying to work out like, is that the right mile? Like, what's going on, kind of thing. So when she found me, she was like, yep, defo.
Anyway,
defo.
she did what we
So she
talked
did
about
what
in
we
our
talked
last
about
episode. She got all her exes.
She got exes. She got the evidence.
Evidence.
Due diligence.
And she even started with, I'm so sorry if it's not you, because she was like, I don't know if I've got the wrong person, but I feel like it is you, whatever, cool. So I said, you know what, babe? Thank you so much. Like, I was so grateful. Yeah, so then I was like, how am I gonna go about doing this? Like, what's the best way that I can make this entertaining for me?
Yeah.
No, because
So-
crash out. Women don't crash out.
Women don't crash out.
Let's go crazy.
Go ham, guys.
Might as well.
Go crazy.
We're the reasoning, but we might
I
as
didn't
well.
even really
No,
go
nothing,
ham.
joke,
I just
No,
made it
no,
look
no,
funny.
no,
It was
no,
entertaining
no.
for me, innit? Like, I was just like, this is really like what can I do to make myself giggle a bit? So I took the screenshots that like from our conversation. Like, obviously her Instagram name's up there, what she said, took screenshots, and I went when I went to Knott's like 2 days later. I was like, oh, like let's have because we used to have games night. I was like, let's have a games night. Cool. Give me your iPad. I'll set up like I even brought my iPad to do prop. So I had both iPads. I said I need to set them both up, whatever. He was like, yeah, cool. I said, yeah, leave the room like so you know like I can set up everything. He was like, yeah, this is gonna be so fun. Like,
Oh, John told
Card
me
games
to
and
put it on both laptops.
I put it on his iPad screensaver.
Good.
Then I made it the other wallpaper.
So you can't even go off.
I then found, and then while I was there, I looked at his Instagram account as well, and I was just like, he was just very like flirty with people. Do you know what I mean? And I was just like, you're crazy. Like, you're actually insane because
What's a week?
I tried to break up with him, yeah.
Because the thing is, he wanted you first. He allegedly
Guys,
he was plotting
it was
on you.
crazy, and
I
like
don't know.
I remember I tried to break up with him months before, and he cried about that as well. So I was just like, hey, maybe I just need to give this guy a chance. Like,
Cry, baby.
You
he was so emotional.
What the hell?
And to be fair, I was heavily emotionally manipulated in that moment because, like I said, because I know I can be very like tough on people. I feel like he played on that, so it was kind of just like, you're not trying to give this a chance for real, whatever. It was like, I've told the boys like, I don't know what I can do better. I was like, you know what, I'll give it one more chance. But obviously at that time, he was just really pissing me off. Like, I can't lie, I don't think I want to deal with this. Anyway, yeah. So cool. He sat down. Yeah, I've given the iPad. Like, you have to play the game. He's pressed the button for his like. He's like. and I was standing like this. I was like. Surprise! Like, I was thought it was so fun and fresh. Like, guys, the smile on my face must have looked so unhinged. And then he was just like silent for like 20 minutes. And then I just cussed him out.
He actually gave you he's actually an idiot because he gave you the way to leave, like, with so much justification.
Do you get? Do you get?
There's no like, oh,
I didn't.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, if it was just like, oh, we just got outgrew each other or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, the way he made the thing end is like, he's actually
because I actually feel like if he had let this whole thing end like months before, he could have just gotten away with his BS. I wouldn't have cared, whatever. Like you said, yeah, we outgrew each other, whatever, just didn't work.
Yeah,
whatever.
It would have been calm.
So anyway, to wrap this up, yeah, so I sent my friends a voice because it was just funny. And I was just cussing him out. I was just like, you know what? Like, I think it's like calling someone like a loser is like kind of deep, depending on how you say it. I just looked at him. I just said like, you're a loser. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Like, I feel like that's what broke. He literally was like sobbing. Yeah.
Mine was bad vibes. Mine was bad vibes. This girl's
so bad. I feel like I still have it in one of my chats somewhere, guys. If you want to hear it,
oh my god, this girl was bad.
I was gonna play it.
No, we're not gonna play it, but maybe I'll put a little clip in there. I'll give you guys a sign.
The time.
And I was like, you're just a loser. Like, I just feel like you were so insecure. Because mind you, obviously when he cheated as well, I think that he hadn't gotten his internship or something, but obviously I'd gotten mine. So he was also pressed about the fact that I was making money.
Sorry.
I remember there'll be times when like I'd buy myself something and he'd be like, oh, how much is that? Like, there was just so much insecurity. So I feel like I would literally say to her, like, you know what? Thank you for this, because I knew you were a loser, but this just confirmed that you're a loser. Like, and you're never gonna stop being a loser. And that he just kind of broke down a little bit. And then
no, you never stop being a
then
loser.
then I had my Uber booked. I got to my Uber. Then he tried to walk me to my car. I said, if you don't,
No, you wasn't shocking.
and then I just got to my car and I never spoke to him again. Guys, I never spoke to him again. Like, it was such a nice clean break, and I felt so free, guys. I think I had the best sleep of my night that life. Like my life that night. Like, I slept like a baby. I just woke up this morning. There was no, because he'd been blocked and everything, guys. But then I found out that he was telling people that we were on a break for like a year and a half. Like, he wouldn't tell his friends that I'd broken up with him because of what he did. He just told them that, yeah, we're on a break. So when I say some people don't grow, some people don't grow. Because I literally saw one of his best friends last year. She was like, yeah, I heard you guys want a break. I was like, hasn't he
told you the news?
What's going on?
Have you heard the good news?
What's going on? Man, have you heard the good news? Like, yeah, it was actually insane. But sorry, that's the context and the lessons I learned. Men will call you, ask why you're dead. Do not date people who have wanted you for a long time. Like, it will be.
Sorry to talk about. What the hell did you say was the first one?
Men will kill you and ask why you're dead. Because why would you do that to somebody and then be like confused about, oh, I don't know what. Do you know what I mean? That's insane. And I say in terms of people watching you, I feel like that one is the longer somebody has been wanting and watching you from afar.
It's just giving Joe from you.
That's what I'm saying. Joe.
It's not like, and obviously we could come back to this because we still got a couple stories to go. But it's not like a thing of, oh, somebody like pre in your socials for a little bit and deciding it's just you guys talk. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that some people watch you from afar silently. I didn't know about this man's presence at all. It was my friend when we started dating that said, oh yeah, he's been wanting you for, guys, zero clue, zero idea. So it's like, it's very much giving monetary spirit. And like I said, upon reflection, it was like that molding of himself to what he thought I was. And even till now, like, I sometimes have guys saying, oh, I know you're into da-da-da because I've seen you. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, be who you are for your pride. Like, anyway, I have more lessons, but there's more people to go. So yeah. Who's next?
Lesson one, conclusion.
Who's next?
Be careful with people that are basically watching you from afar.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put
the text
I'm gonna
on
put the
screen.
lessons.
Period. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh no, yours was.
No, you know what? Yeah, I can't decide which one is.
No, I'm not gonna go into debt.
Yeah, I feel like.
Okay.
I don't think we have time for that.
Do you want to go for?
Because mind you, that was a summarized version of mine, so I don't know how we're
I'm not
gonna
gonna
get
say
through
everything that happened. I'm just gonna say something that happened recently.
I say tell the key beats of the story. Like, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, not necessarily, it doesn't have to all be recent, but the things that are like, this was peak.
Okay, so basically, basically what had happened was my last relationship.
Sorry.
He had the whole time he would very much like he would not treat me well. Like he would do something wrong, air me for like 2 weeks, and then come back and be like, I'm so sorry, will load his emotional trauma on me. So then it's just like, I don't want to leave you right now.
I went through that, guys. Go, because emotional manipulation, guys, is actually a lot more common than people think it is. I think people think that they're above it.
Yeah, and I feel like because we were really good friends, it's just like, and we were all in the friendship group. It's just like I just didn't want to experience. So like when we broke up, I feel like I didn't really get to deep what happened properly, because it was just like I just want everything to go back to the way it was. I don't want everyone because even when we went to a barbecue, like it was so awkward, and I remember I look back and I think, how pathetic am I? Like you're the one that got like. You stole from me. You were not nice to me. Yeah, I'm the one that's going up to you and be like, no, everything's okay.
Fine. I'm trying to pander to your side.
Like, and I'm trying to make sure everyone is good so that it's not awkward. But like you should be doing that to me.
What's that quote that people say that that in certain situations silence is to the benefit of like the not abuser, but do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like when somebody knows they've done wrong, they win when you don't tell them like, we didn't tell people what they've done wrong, because they're like, people will never know, like, haha, like I won, I got away with it. That's what this is. That's what this is.
I would always say, like, to anyone who you feel like you've been embarrassed in the way that your relationship ended, just say the truth, because then you're not allowing the person to take accountability and actually learn from what they've done. Because I didn't say what happened. He was able to continue to have a pyramid scheme amongst all of his friends.
No, guys, you don't know, because actually no.
Like he was able to continue. I feel like with most, the situation is, in my last relationship, he had told me that he needed a set amount of money because he had gone in trouble with visa
immigration,
Canadian borders,
Canada, and he needed a lot of money at the time because like.
He needed to get to the other side.
If they don't, they're gonna put him into prison. So obviously, I'm panicking like,
that's such crazy fear
whatever.
So sorry, and also again, it's the lies. Sorry, these two lies are crazy.
Okay,
one is I got spanked. The other one, immigration.
Bearing in mind, before this, we weren't really talking because once again, you had just gone through this cycle of like airing me. So when he first called me, I'm just like, I'm not answering you because I know that what you want from me is money. So then I ended the call, but then he was like, please, it's an emergency. I didn't air it, I just turned it off because I was at work. I was like, anyways. So then he called me, like, oh, it's an emergency. Then he told me the story, and here's me thinking like, oh, but you're so bad. Like, imagine if you didn't answer the phone, he would have been in prison right now, like, da-da-da. Anyway, so it turns out he had borrowed money from in an illegal way or whatever. And they had now been requesting for that money back.
The story time is that he wanted to do cheapskate fraud, half price flights. The guy came to collect his money, bang, like this, was baiting him out on social media. He had no choice. He had to do that, or his mother's house was going to be dealt with.
Exactly.
And that's
but I didn't know that because obviously I don't know these sorts of people. I'm not on social media like that. I don't know. I don't have connections to. I'm a good girl. I like to do things the right way. So then I found out like months later that this is what he's been doing, and then I just think about, and then I find out that he's been borrowing money from everybody here, left, right, center, and it's just like, oh my god. The reason why I was so willing to give you so much money is because I thought like I'd rather keep the shame in my house than
little did you know.
And lo and behold,
but meanwhile this is what he had been doing, and I feel like if I had just been like, oh, you guys broke up, why? And instead of just saying, oh, communication issues, like, no, he did this to me, then he would have been able to like, people would have been like, oh, but he's doing this to me as well, and then know that
all the victims
and then they would be able to like set boundaries as well.
I said, I think that by withholding information because you think you're protecting the person,
guys,
they're hurting more and more people. They're hurting more and more people. Because I honestly remember the day I came to Brum for the first time to meet like everybody, and the convo just started somewhere. I said, wait a second. I said, me too. I've been loaning.
It's okay. I'm gonna keep the camera on that man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Who knew?
I have
What
some
happened?
tissue.
It's in the cake.
The fly.
No, I killed it.
Don't piss me off.
It's okay. It adds to the flavor.
Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep the camera on you guys.
But anyways, yeah. So also, like he's saying, I think from what has happened, like he said he's changed and whatever. Like he's
I
trying
don't
himself.
know.
Really, you
I'm
told
not
that
too
to?
sure.
Friend.
But I feel like
I don't think so.
the issue is like you have not just because you ran away from you hurt a group of people, then you ran away from them, and then you then became depressed and whatever, and then you went in these people like this
New
group of
people.
and then they were able to help you out of that depression. But like the root issue has not been dealt with because no one actually knows the full depth of
Till
what
today.
happened.
Till today.
So I just feel like, guys, like if you are going through like a breakup and like he cheated on you or did something to you that is quote unquote embarrassing, just speak your truth, because at the end of the day, like right now, like I feel like my anger was just lagging. Because it was just like, oh no, like I don't want to hurt you, like we were really good friends, blah blah blah. And then later on, like 2 years later, now I have to deal with this anger. It's just like, if I had dealt with it before, like as much as like,
I don't think you had the space to, you know.
Yeah, I was
There
thinking
was
the
a
same
lot that was
thing.
going on.
I was thinking the same thing, man.
I feel like
everybody's in too close
because we were also in
proximity.
uni as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you had the time to actually sit by yourself
and process and deep. And
I
also,
think that's okay,
I feel
you know.
like anger and emotions, like they change over time.
Yeah.
Like maybe at that time, that's what you felt you wanted to express, but the more information you get, the more you understand.
the
the
more
more
people tell you,
then you start to feel different ways. And I think it's fine. Like, don't repress how you feel right now because it's at a later stage. This is how you feel because of all the information that you gathered. And it's important to be like, nah, this is actually fucked and I'm not happy with this. It doesn't matter the time or if it's a delay. You have every right to be mad. The same
Especially
way
when they're still adding,
if he's gonna come and
insulted.
Because it's just taking away, and it's just like, of course, like, and one thing I had to learn as well is just like, I just had to be that unlucky person that his girl may have gotten a much better version of him, like him that doesn't steal, him that doesn't lie, him that doesn't ignore people, and she like that. I just had to be the person that had to experience that so that she could experience that. And for me, I'm lucky because my own person will never ever treat me like that. So that's all good. But it's just like, one, I think my lesson was just like, vengeance doesn't always look like the way it should. Like for me, it was just like I expected you to like immediately not perish, but
like, things should just go bad.
But I think it's to mess up.
Yeah. I was just like literally like how many months later he had a girlfriend.
Some
like,
people
already
guys,
had multiple girlfriends.
What's it? Bad people sometimes have good lives.
Yes,
It's frustrating, but it's true.
They have a good life, but anyway, sorry. No.
They'll be dealt with in another realm, sure. But like while they're on Earth, some people, so in fact, a lot of the richest people in the world, do you think they're good
because
people?
you think this life is forever. Calm.
Yeah, and it's just like. I don't know what favor his mother has prayed upon him, his grandmother has.
It could be
prayed
literally
upon him.
just God.
You know what I'm saying? God may be protecting him, and also it's the story of Pharaoh. Like you keep hardening your heart until God hardens it for you. But anyways, that's besides the point. I just feel like one, vengeance doesn't always look the way that you expect it to, and two, like it's okay like to not think about obviously you should think about other people, but I think I was so engulfed in like, no, I want everything to go back to the way it was. I want everyone to be friends again. But like, it never was the same anyway.
Do you think, sorry, this is a side note, but question for the general pod. Do you think this is why like some people don't date friends or friends? Because I know this is why I don't date friends or friends.
Yeah, I feel like that's why.
Do you know what I mean? I think that some people are like if you had a preference of meeting somebody for a friend, or like you'd rather just meet them out in the wild, like what would you? Do you know what I mean? Because I have one friend who he doesn't date people that his friends basically don't like know already because he thinks it's just easier.
I wouldn't mind, but I just think it depends on the number of friends.
Mm-hmm. And
I think that's where the drama of the comes in. I feel like when it's like, I think I don't want to block my blessings, but I just think it's like if there's a lot of people, you know, because if it's only one person.
I don't understand what you're saying, sorry.
No, how many friends
how many friends like if it's only one
like imagine
person,
every single friend you knew was friends with
that person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or imagine if it's just one person that knows the person. Like, if it's just
Yeah.
I think there's a number that it becomes okay. This is
much.
Is much.
I agree.
I hear
That
it.
makes sense.
What about Yeti? You think the same?
Yeah, I think the same. Do I?
Do you? Because do you?
Yeah.
To be fair, you know, I see Ati actually just meeting somebody randomly on her once. Like I don't really see her meeting a friend of a friend. Yeah, I don't see her meeting a friend of a friend.
So your Ati's preference is no.
Yeah, I feel like
Your preference is no. Just
Yeah.
was it speak your truth?
I have no truth. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, because there's no. Oh, sorry, shut up. sorry. It seems
I
that.
was about to say something so rude.
I was gonna say that.
So nasty.
The way it's been happening, I don't think that will be a likely occurrence. So I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about it. But yeah, actually, I think it would be best if it was someone that wasn't like engulfed in the friendship group.
Yeah.
But I'm actually indifferent.
Imagine
I'm
every
indifferent
event you
to
go
what-
to, every party you go to, they're just there. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, it might be that
Yeah.
might be a bad.
biggest fear, man. Sorry, that was just a sad question for the.
No, I'm done. Literally, those are my lessons. Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, don't borrow my money.
That's actually a big one. I'm sorry. Was it someone said the other? And I really agree with this. Multiple people have said it, right? Like if a man comes to you for money, you weren't his like last resort. You should always be his last resort, basically.
Yeah.
Because like men are so prideful that if he's come to ask you for money, there's not to say that I necessarily quote unquote agree with your picture. No, but I'm just saying that if a man has come to you to ask for money, either he's borrowed money from so many more people that he has no choice, and then this is like somebody that he's trying to build. He's trying to paint a picture. He's trying to build a life with you, right? He wouldn't want to seem financially unstable with you. So if he's come to ask you for money, guys, nobody else in his circle is willing to lend him money. He doesn't have a boy. His parents, loan shark.
I might not be willing. No, that's crazy.
Loan shark? No,
loan shark.
nobody.
It could be
No,
possible.
guys,
No, I don't agree with that.
men would go to the end of their to
Jimmy,
see financial
like
stability.
before I don't even ask my friends for money. So before I come to my friends, my mum, my dad, the bank.
But that's the makeup
Yeah.
of who you are.
No, but when you really think about
I'm saying, like,
man,
for most
in
men
our
won't come
society,
to- should-
so many
won't
men
come
are,
to
like they
men.
would literally say,
to men.
I would hate to seem financially unstable to a babe that I actually really. So even
Yeah.
they really don't care about you, then you're here for money, or it's like, damn, like this is my last resort. And even then, you have to have a conversation. Doesn't necessarily mean you don't lend them money, but it's like, hold on. How did we get to this
write a
point?
contract?
How did we
I
get to
under-
right?
I
I'm
understand
sorry,
that, but
Laura.
I feel like I agree with you in the sense that like I actually agree with you. I agree
No,
with
no,
what
go
you're
on.
saying. Like in the sense that they shouldn't really necessarily be borrowing money. But I understand there's some case I don't want to do like a one thumb fits all. Is that the English?
Yeah, no, there's nuance.
There's
Yeah,
case
yeah,
by
yeah,
case
yeah,
of course.
situation.
Definitely.
There's one thumb.
Because one thumb, why, man? What is it? One rule fits all.
just a singular thumb. But like, what would it be fitting?
The fingers.
Anyways, move.
I was thinking about the print.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because everyone has a different print. That's not where she was going.
I forgot.
One thumb fits all.
I forgot.
Quite of the year. You were saying there's not a one size fits all situation,
But like I do feel like you as a woman you have to be wise. I feel like it should start with like if you're borrowing money and then they give it back to you. Do you get what I'm saying?
But
Like, if they
why?
no, I'm thinking you have to be able to trust the person who will bring it back.
No, but that goes without saying. You don't. Well, depends. Obviously, people say you shouldn't lend money. You don't mind losing, but in general, you don't really
Yeah,
lend people
I
money.
can't.
You
I
don't
was
lose it
losing
back.
money.
But like you don't generally give people
Like you're not gonna
money,
get
you
it.
don't
You
just
don't
give
need
it
it
back,
back
right?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
if you
So like,
don't
of
get it
course, if like even my thing is
There
like,
could always be something that could
even with that, yeah. Okay, like I think, yeah. I agree with Jimmy, like there's nuanced situation here. But I think imagine knowing somebody for like a month or 2 months and then suddenly he's like,
2 months.
I
I'm
need
talking
to-
about that early. I'm talking about relationship.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's like there's nuanced situation. Like if you're in a relationship, a serious relationship, like people have ups and downs, whatever. So I kind of get it. But it's like even then, the amount of men who have actually said themselves like, for me to ask my babes for money, like I must have been so flipping like.
Down bad.
Down.
Down.
Like, when I said loan
Know
shark,
why.
I literally mean like he said he
It's
couldn't
true,
go to the loan
you're
shark.
not his
He couldn't go
wife.
to his
What's your
nothing.
wife?
So it's like
to your
he's
mum or your
so
dad?
down
Because
bad.
true that.
There you go.
True that.
He
Because
couldn't
that's
go
your
to his
mum.
parents. He couldn't
Oh,
go to
telling me that.
Mind you, he should have gone
Was
to
this
his
your
mum. Mind you, he should have gone to his mum.
He could never.
Anyway,
he could
and do you
never.
know, I think the scariest thing about that situation was like he'll ask for small amounts, guys. You would actually get that money back in like 2-3 days. But it was like, why did you need like 10 pounds?
such
Small amount,
specific.
and you get it back
Because it was
so
a rotation.
because it was a rotation.
Like opposite.
It was a rotation.
Pyramid
So
scheme.
guys,
I'm
anyway,
not gonna
like
lie. Sorry,
yeah,
cut
loaning
it
men
out.
money. I don't know. It's
I'm
a
not. Anyway, sorry. We're moving swiftly on.
A couple days after the situation.
You heard that? You saw him?
Yeah, I literally saw him because
Because
I haven't
Shakisha
seen
know.
him in a long time. And then explained the whole situation to me because I was
Friend
so
explained the situation.
fuming. And then she was just like, "Oh yeah, like don't worry, like everyone calmed me down. It's like, oh, it's okay, like it's not that serious." And then like we literally were, where were we? We were on the train, and the doors open, and there was literally.
Low and
And I was just there in my work shirt.
You gotta think a good why.
The next time I see him,
I'm gonna look so good.
It's just even
Shan,
good.
you look good.
Go on.
Just finish. You look good. Don't worry. My hair was
No, because I know that worked. No, you understand.
That works morning commute or after work.
I have a work wig. I have
work headbands.
Because
It was just giving windswept. And
So the door just opened.
Doors open. I was just like, hey. I was like, hi.
You said hi to him.
I said hi, and then he was about to come on, and then I was just like,
don't do that.
He was just like, you know what? And then he went away. Because when he took a step forward, I think my face changed. Like,
What?
What are you thinking?
because I'm not like
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet. Like, especially after what I just heard.
But I just anyway.
After what you want to comment, step into my
It's my
airspace.
airspace. Like,
What did I learn? What didn't I learn? I learned so much. So, preference, backstory in my relationship. I'll keep it quick. He was my friend's, childhood sweetheart. Like actually,
was that? You know the parasite that goes with you.
Because it was actually Parasite. And I met him. Oh, it's so crazy. Actually, lesson number 1: go for people that you actually like. I've said this for a while. Find attractive. Because when I first, when I first, when we were like 13, so like really young, where everyone was like, "Oh, my days," like trying to like say that was, "Oh, you fancy him," whatever, and stuff like that. And I remember thinking, "Ew," like actually, yuck.
it was crazy.
But then
She liked him.
no, but then when I saw him
who's
again, when we went to bouncy castle thing or
I remember
trampoline.
that's the first time we
I don't
all
remember.
saw him.
No, because the first time I saw him
And
was
that's
in year 8 when he came in. I was like, oh.
No.
Sorry, guys, stop laughing.
And then and that's when we started saying to them.
Do you mean you've been this way since 13?
Yes. She used to be my wife.
Calm down.
Do you know the way we used to be? We used to we have tempered
Calm
up.
down.
Because
We used to insult each other.
We used to sort. We literally said something about his nose.
No.
The first time we poor little
boy,
child.
because poor
We just
boy,
like,
literally, and that's why I felt insulted because I was like, you guys have been, and then you want to.
No, because the thing was actually, she'll be hiding this guy. I'm like, so this is what you've been hiding.
No, but this was in secondary school. When I first, this was after we'd been dating. I'm talking about the first
Instant.
instant. That's why when you guys were all like, there was because I remember.
Hyping like, oh, her cousin was gonna be there.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, your cousin, like,
Yes.
you know, cousin.
Friends, cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we finally go to the party, and it's just like,
This is the lo and behold.
and we're just like,
Oh.
he's not ugly.
No, he's glowed up. He's glowed up.
Yeah.
Like, he's a very nice guy. Shouts to him.
I don't know you.
I don't like
He's
him.
good.
I'm keeping the camera on you guys.
No,
I
because
just made a crazy face.
but so then after that, but then when I saw him again, I was just like, oh, like this is a bit of me, whatever, you know, fell for him, all that kind of stuff. So we were like on and off.
What's that? No, because I shouldn't even try.
We were on and off for years. I want to say like 6, like 7, like from like secondary school, basically until like second year of uni. It was like consistently he was the person that I was dating. And I remember, like, I just remember he would say stuff, and maybe because it was my first relationship, and I just wanted it to work so bad. But if someone tells you that they're not your type, just
Wait, so
go
take it back.
away.
So you didn't find him attractive initially.
Initially, yes,
And
but then
he told you that you're sorry, that you're not his spec.
Wait, Shay, can we? Sorry, we actually discussed this already, but can you? Please,
I'll go back and explain what his spec
type
was.
is. Yeah.
So this was like in
Because
secondary
do you like
school.
Because
And-
like Big Sean.
Yeah, at the time I had
like, my
Big Sean. Yeah, because anyways.
Anyway.
It wasn't just me that fed into that illusion. He would say that his friends would also say it as well.
So
That
it's like
you
his
know,
friends
like Big
are
Sean.
him.
Yeah. He basically was explaining his types, you know, we're having a conversation about it, and he was like, first or second was like Asian girls. Guys, look at me. That's all I have to say for that. Then he said his type was Janae Aiko. Look at
Like
me
I
again.
said, you don't look like Big Sean. So
And so
What's
bearing
Janae?
in mind his type was light skinned or Asian. Where black women fell in that path, at that line, I don't even know, but it wasn't the top 3, so I'm not even part of the aesthetic.
Oh, wait. Janae Aiko was number 1. Asian girls were number 2. And
So
lighties were number 3.
No, Janae Aiko is like light Asian
Like,
adjacent.
she's Asian,
quote unquote racial ambiguous. That is, she's not racial ambiguous. Yeah. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
she's like
I
a
like
light black.
Gigi.
I think she's
like-
half. Like,
I think
She's half
Blasian.
Japanese.
Blasian, so it's even Blasian,
So
Asian,
those
and
type,
then
okay.
maybe black
I
women
think you
were
put
like
her
third
first, so
or
you can still
fourth.
get away with it.
Maybe fifth.
I think it's because that's what his. I think that's what his actual type is, but
Has
does
ever
he
landed
get
somebody
that
else?
type?
Sorry.
No, his new girl.
She's Asian.
No, she's black.
Oh,
And he's actually
Dark
serious
skin.
about her.
Yeah.
Run
No, I
faster,
said,
run far.
has he ever that? Anyway, he
No,
was
but
young,
I was talking
just-
about Janae Aiko type. He's never
How
been
young
with
was he?
anyone that looks like.
We had this
Janae
conversation when we
Aiko.
were both in second or third year of uni.
Yeah, like that was.
That was his.
His
like,
was
no,
at uni.
No,
This
he
was
told
like-
me this in secondary school, but
Okay.
secondary
That's
school till it like.
Sha.
Sorry, so much explanation, but it's still basically I just wasn't his type, and I feel like at the time in life, I still not gonna lie in my heart believe that he. I don't know. I just
You
feel
were
like
the
he's a bit
chosen one.
confused.
Huh?
No,
Oh,
I
actually-
feel like what he goes for and what he says that he likes are always
two different things.
two different things. So it's just given. Do you know yourself? Like what's going on?
You go
But
where you'll get.
that's what it's given.
I don't understand.
Sorry.
He's going what he can.
Oh, okay.
get.
He'll go
But
with what
Sorry,
he
I
can
don't
get.
understand.
the point of the matter was in that situation is I wasn't his type, and I felt like instead of seeing that as a sign of this person actually doesn't like you, like they've listed 3 women and none of them look like you.
I wish a nigga would.
Why are you staying
Are
in
you
that
crazy?
predicament? And I remember when I was talking to my friend about it, she was just like, oh, but that means like he really likes you because he went for you.
Which
And
is
I remember
black.
just
It means that he's
thinking,
Was it
managing you.
black?
yeah, it was a mutual.
Oh,
You know, with the added context, that is so.
Shout out to you, Nisha.
But I feel like she was trying to say it in a way to like
Yeah, she's
not
trying to
upset
show
me.
it.
And I was just like, and honestly, in that time of self-delusion, it was just like, yeah, all my days, yeah, you know what, it is true. He does really like me. But the reality is, and how I've gone about dating now is, one, I have to think my man is so hot, and you have to look at me and think,
The
God
same,
Almighty,
yeah.
how did I bag such a woman?
Because it's God
That
Almighty.
is how my man has to see me, and that's how it has to be. Because why would I settle with someone who has listed women and I'm not even in the top 3? That's crazy.
Doesn't make sense.
I shouldn't even be on the list. I am the list. It is only me. Like, that is the only thing that should exist. So that was my first lesson that I learned.
Broken.
And no, because
We've been waiting for this, guys.
no, because guys, like they have told
It's been
me.
years in training.
That was another lesson that I learned, and I'll get into the backstory from whatever. But another lesson that I've learned before I get into the backstory is that I wouldn't say all the time, like maybe friends know the ins and outs of the relationships, and I think as you get older, there's wisdom of what you tell your friends and like how much of the relationship that you show, what makes sense, what doesn't. But truly, if you have to hide a lot of things from your friends about a relationship, that is not a relationship you should be in. There's certain things that yes, you keep private and you don't need to explain to them because they don't need to know. But it shouldn't be every part of the relationship that your friends know nothing about. They're asking you, how's he doing? Oh yeah, whatever. Or a message pops up, and I remember like I told Ati we weren't speaking anymore,
I was there too. I remember that.
and then his name popped up on my phone, and it was just like,
I think she just gave you her phone back.
yeah. But to
Just
me,
give me
like
back.
my reaction was just like, oh my days. I haven't said this to them. But if I was in a healthy relationship, even if it'd been a thing where we hadn't been speaking for a while, something had happened, my reaction wouldn't be, oh my days. It would be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we actually had a conversation, like this happened, etc. Not, oh my days, my heart is beating. These
been
people
caught
have
red-handed.
been caught. That's not the type of relationship you should be in. So I'm not saying tell your friends everything because I don't believe in that. But in a healthy relationships, your friends should have an understanding of what's happening, and if your friends are telling you to run, if they care and love you, they're telling you to run for a reason, and just pack your bags and go. It's hard. No, because it's hard, and I was in such a dark space mentally myself, so it was like I felt like the only person I had was him, so I was like clinging on to even more. But if I just freed myself, I would have been so much happier. Like the last year of uni, not last year, the second year of uni was like awful, like friendship stuff, but like I was clinging on to a toxic relationship that just wasn't working for me. Like all these things, I was just surrounding myself with rubbish. And if I had just been like sat with myself and been like, you know what, this isn't making me happy, I am not happy in this, I'm crying every single night, what am I doing here, let me just go, it could have been so much better. But because I felt like I had nobody else but him in that situation, it was like I just stayed where I didn't need to stay. So yeah, one, your man, you should be your man's list. And two, don't stay where you don't need to be. If your friends are telling you to run, and if they love and care for you, run and pack your bags and go. Your friends will be there for you when the guy leaves, if the guy stays. Like, in your whole entire marriage, yeah, you had your friends before you met your man, most likely. Those are the people that are going to be there for you when things are a little bit difficult. If you're having an argument, when things are good, they're going to be there for you. When things are bad, they're going to be there for you. So do not cut your friends off for a man that has just joined.
They're saying that on the
life.
TL, by the way. Issa Rae says something about how like she prioritizes communication with her man, and therefore her friends become kind of like second class citizens. I was just thinking, like, you guys are so stupid. Issa Rae, like,
Insecure.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't watch the interview. I just read some quotes, and like that's basically what she was saying. And I just read the whole thing. Like, this is why you guys end up grown. And like you're married and your husband's your only friend.
That's not
And
like
it's
that's
not
it.
good.
Mind you, your husband has
it's not
friends,
healthy.
by the way.
It's not
when your husband wants
healthy.
to go get away from you, what does he do? Oh, he's gonna go drink
with
time with
his
buddies,
boys.
go play
You
golf.
should
go
also have that.
Who do you have? No one, because you said that you can't FaceTime your friends once a week because you're too focused on your man. No. I don't want to call you a loser.
And also, I just feel like
stuff,
men
but
are never that focused on you that they don't have your friends. So
By
I
the way.
don't know why it's the other way around.
I've literally never seen it in my life.
You have your support group, he has yours. And at the end of the day, because we were talking about this in another situation, when breakups happen, it's not his friends you're gonna go to. You're gonna go to your own. But if you don't have any,
that's how people end up saying in these situations. Because we spoke about this, the episode that I had to re-listen to. This is literally what we said. We were saying that when you're with somebody and they don't have community, they feel more inclined to cling to you and stay, and vice versa. Because like you don't have anybody.
That's what I
and
did.
loneliness is a very scary place. Like when you feel lonely, guys, it can drive people to do very crazy things. So like that is why people stay in like cycles of abuse, and like that's why women, especially
Trigger
when they're
warning, mental health awareness.
No,
mental health awareness and abuse. But like that's why I think the average it takes shout, we've all been there. It takes the average woman like 7 times to leave like an abusive relationship, and the main reason is because every cycle they go through, they start to lose people. So like by that 7th time, they're like,
and bearing in mind, abuse is not
It's really bad.
Abuse is not just like physical. Like I would genuinely like the situation and relationship that I was in was not abusive physically, but like
I was not like that.
No, I
Sorry.
I know.
we know.
Because the camera.
People say,
But it was definitely emotionally manipulative. Like, I'll speak on a situation where it was my birthday. In fact, no, I'll speak about Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day happened and his birthday's around Valentine's Day. And he was like, I'll come and see you, whatever. So I had packed this Valentine's Day bag. I put together all the gifts for his birthday and Valentine's Day. And he's like, yeah, I'm coming now. My train was delayed, but I'm here. Guys, I opened the door. He has nothing in his hands. Not flowers, not nothing. And I was just like, sorry, like,
Did you get robbed? I would have said, did you get robbed? Did someone jump you?
Maybe that's what happened.
New life.
And it was the fact of like, there was no, all my days, like, I left that at home or I was picking it up or whatever. It was literally just like the normality of just opening the door, and he was just like, oh hey, like blah blah blah.
Hey.
And I had to bring it up. I was just like,
no, but
babe,
even common decency, you're coming to my house, you didn't even bring juice.
juice,
you know what I mean?
food, nothing.
Something I can chew.
Someone I can chew.
You know?
And I remember just being like, oh, like, do you not have any, like, you didn't bring flowers? Like I told you, like I really like flowers. And
Is you even telling him?
this is the thing, yeah. This actually triggers me, and I feel like I hate it. Obviously, men always say flowers aren't that deep, all that stuff, yeah. But for someone who you supposedly love to tell you, I really like flowers. Do you know what you could do that would make me happy? Bring me flowers. And your response would be like, I don't understand, flowers are shit, they're just gonna die. I'm not gonna get them for you. That, again, what's it called? Lesson number 3.
I'm gonna see your PS so I can swim. That's what I'm gonna do.
If someone...
It's just a game.
It's just a game.
It's just a game. Like, I don't really get it. Like I just want to see if it was gonna float.
Because I don't get it.
What are we doing now?
Because lesson number 3, if something that you've said is important to you and they've decided to disrespect that, and not only not do it, insult the fact that that's why
Because
you
they
want
even
it.
insulted you.
Go.
It's
The person
crazy.
who actually likes and cares about you will be like, you know what?
It's
I
a
may not
flower.
understand.
It's flower.
I may not understand why.
It's flat.
I may not understand
way.
why. It might not make sense to me, but because I care and love you so much, I'm going to do it for you because you're important
What's
to
it?
me.
It's like
Let alone on Valentine's Day, the day of love.
Of love.
You've even insulted me to not bring anything. So I said, cool.
And the thing is, do you know what is? I feel like I can even imagine the like, It's the pain of like you have to be like, oh no,
it's okay, because it's fine. No, I understand they are gonna die, so it's like, what's the matter?
But like in the depth
but
of
in
your
my
heart, it's
heart,
just like out.
But it's not just about that. It's like you don't derive pleasure from just seeing me happy. Like I don't care what it is that quote makes me happy. Like you actually don't want to see me happy.
You find pleasure in seeing me sad.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
What?
Within the reason.
What?
What makes you happy?
Oh yeah, of course. But we're all saying reasonable things, like.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was like,
Gemini, what are you into? What you into?
Hey, okay, Red Room.
It enjoys you like beat it.
What's it? Love and Joe.
No, because I was going in another direction.
Sorry.
But yeah, so it was just kind of thing like he just didn't. He actually found joy probably in me being sad.
That's the thing, though. Yeah,
that's
He's sadistic.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's
It wouldn't
basically
be.
what it
No,
was.
and it's not crazy
Remember,
to
like,
say.
when it was like no, with my ex, the anniversary and like
Exactly. We went.
I didn't want to do anything because I knew it was gonna be disappointment, but like.
But we were like, no, like this is your.
Let's go do this thing.
When someone's also your friend, it kind of blurs your vision.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh no, just do it from like, he's busy.
Yeah.
He's going through some tough times. Like, just help him out. Help a brother out.
So we went. I was like, okay, I can't really afford too much because I already given him the money for emergency
Immigration.
For Canada. Immigration.
allegedly.
Wait. Sorry.
So that's the reason why I had to
You
get
stayed with him after that?
No,
that was the end.
No, this time I still thought that he was.
He actually went to. Oh, he thought he was actually detained.
Yeah. No, he said that he had to pay a fine of so amount. So otherwise he would go to prison. Stupid story. Like what? So obviously now it's like, okay, do you know what? Let's just do a dinner, like small gifts, whatever. So me and Gemini, we walked in the rain. We walked in the rain because obviously, like, to go and get the food, cook, prep everything. For this guy to come up with one lousy excuse, like, oh, sorry, I couldn't make it. Like,
well, you were looking for yam and egg or something.
Yes. It was fish and yam. It was fish and yam because it was tilapia, I swear. Yeah, it was tilapia.
Just want to break it up for him.
You know what?
Wait, sorry, because I have to speak about this. I can't put what's the called English? I can't.
it's actually the
because we walked in the rain. So probably Sammy's. Shout out Sammy's. What's the word? Audi as well. Look at the vegetables to
Guys,
I
can't put a lesson on you because it's not my relationship.
Yeah.
But do you think that another thing? Sorry, because something that you said triggered a thought about what you said about. Because I just remembered also how he told us that he was gonna cook us fish in it, or he was gonna fuck this dish up. I mean, we pieced our money together.
It was the yam as well, because we were saying like, oh, because of our hands, you know how yam makes your hands itchy, and we were talking about how it's even a man's job anyway to cut the yam. So I remember when we were talking about, oh, he would do like.
Because there's a lot of he would do.
Do
Do you think that another thing is like, what's the word? If a man promises you something and he doesn't deliver, or someone that makes so many promises and doesn't deliver on one, I think it's also another be wary and flee, to be honest.
No matter how small it is as well.
It's very bad because the thing is, like, in my household, like my dad's we don't do lovey, like I love you, or hugging. But like the way my dad shows me he loves me is acts of service and like always doing stuff for me. Yeah. So the shock of it all when I was in this relationship, like I remember one time, with me, like with my siblings, like if it's literally the last piece of burger and I say to Ore, oh, can I have some? She will literally share it with me. That's just how it is. You like to say no in our household with stuff like that is crazy. So he had a pack of sweets and I was just like, oh, can I taste one, please?
I was stingy.
And he was just like,
he was very stingy.
No, I really wanted this. Guys, I didn't. I started laughing because I thought it was a joke.
Because
no, I really just want to taste it. It's like, no, but I don't want to share. And I just said,
no, I remember we started. I timed down about that.
No, literally, because it happened not just
multiple
to you,
times,
but to
so everybody.
other people. But he would be the first person to ask you.
He'll buy the big.
He doesn't always ask, by the way.
Save us pack.
The first person to take.
He'll buy a big pack of sweetie.
Yes,
big pack, save us pack. He'll buy that pack. He'll be eating the whole thing by himself, one by one. Like, oh, can we just have one? Please, sir.
Please, sir.
Can I have some more, sir?
So, I remember one day we stole it from his bag anyway. Because we're going to teach her. It was me and Olivia. We're going to steal it from his bag. We stole it from his bag. It was so pissed. Stop.
It was an abusive, like emotionally manipulative situation. And I felt like, low self-esteem, low self-worth, all of the above. Like when you don't value yourself, that's when you allow stupidity to happen, whatever. So then that happened. Then we started dating at uni, and then this was when it was just like, fuck niggas times 100. Niggas ain't tricks, but hoes and tricks. Niggas ain't shit.
Hey,
but hoes and tricks.
But chicks and chicks.
And tricks and tricks. So we started. This was like the final. Final chapter? This was our final resurgence of like, we're gonna try and make this work. So we started dating, and it was going like good. I was just like, okay, maybe there's a difference. You know, we've grown. I'm in uni and this and that. But so just to preface, just to understand, he was in college, so he did 3 years. And I'd done 2 in sixth form, so he was the year behind education.
I remember what you used to say, but I'm not going to say it.
What you?
Oh, I know what you used to say. A specific phrase.
What was she saying?
She used to throw shit about him going to college. This is gonna
go
about him being going to college, like he was not some.
No, someone came up to me and was like, "Oh, what college did you go?" And I was like, "College," but that's rude. But I was just like.
Oh, because I was in college for free. I don't.
Yeah,
you used to say something like that. Like, if you couldn't finish school in 2 years,
because there's no reason. They're in college. Why are you not finishing in 2?
But so he did
some courses were 3 years.
Yeah, I think his course was actually 3 years.
What course was it?
I don't know. It was probably business management.
Okay.
But anyways, but that's a very important backstory because I had started uni and he hadn't. But I was like, I'm gonna give it a chance, whatever and stuff like that. So we were dating. He'd come and see me in uni. You know, it was going relatively well.
So he was in college. You were now in uni.
Yeah, that's for a shit situationship. Now, when the next following year came for him to go to uni, we had the conversation. I was just like, you're going to uni, like, it was kind of like, are we going to continue this or is this like going to be it and we're going to go our separate ways, whatever. The fact that we're having that conversation because he's going to uni, not when I did, already crazy. But he was like, nah, like, I really like you, like, I want to make this work, whatever. He goes to uni now, maybe not more than 2 weeks after he started. That's when it all just went downhill. And I remember I was on a walk and like we were speaking on the phone and he called me and we were talking about, no, this was before uni, and we were talking about, like, is it gonna end? Like, what's gonna happen and stuff? And he was just like, no, I can never leave you. Like, if this ends, like, I'm gonna be on your phone crying and like belling you basically to get you back. That's what he said.
I would film
and I was just like, oh,
YouTube, TikTok, Facebook.
Facebook is crazy.
I was just like, oh my days, like he loves me, like he doesn't want to lose me. He would cry on my phone before, and he allows me to go, blah blah. That's how I felt. Like, oh my days, wow, like he's a real nigga. So then I was like, that was like okay, we're gonna do this. Obviously, like I said, 2 weeks in, it already went downhill. So then I'd gone to see him start. No, and then so after it started to go downhill, he was just like, yeah, I feel like we should take a break, whatever, blah blah blah. I said, okay. Then we'd seen each other because again, that toxic relationship, like to break that cycle is giving like Jesus is Lord, like thunder strike us down.
I used to pray for you, Shay. I used to pray.
No, because it was much.
I should have been praying for myself too.
Pray? Did we not all join arms together to go to Shaitan to petition? We came to petition. Like, leave that man today. And then we fell out. Bitch, move. Literally, like, that's my man. Hell yeah. So then I couldn't stay and watch.
So because it was actually like a burning house burning down. That was the relationship. So then, what's it called? No, because they actually came to my accommodation to sit down and.
Bro, I wrote down. I swear, I can't imagine. We wrote down points. We wrote down points. Except that we were like
PEEL. Yeah.
Like, Shay, how have you been? Like, what's going on? Like, just talk to us.
Just talk to us.
I should just look at us like.
But I will say,
5 minutes in, I was just like, yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, they were not bothered. But I will say, it felt like, and obviously that was not your intention. But I think because I was so wrapped up in it, I was just like, why are you guys all like coming to my space to come and like tell me about my relationship? That whatever, you don't know the ins and outs. Obviously, common sense, bro. You're not happy. But I was just like, and you're coming to tell me this, and like all of you together are coming to tell me that I'm wrong. That I was just like, nah, like. It's me and my man against the world. Like, no one wants to be by my side. Not the run.
You know what's so interesting? I think going back to what you were saying earlier, when you're in a relationship, you become very short-sighted. I think that that once again, community, village, blah blah blah. It's the people around you can see like the bigger picture sometimes. Like,
100%.
you know, like the difference between like character and personality. Basically, I think character is obviously who you are when everyone's watching, but your personality plays a huge part in how like people can understand your relationships. If that makes sense. So like when people's personalities change, you don't clock that because you're thinking of you and your character and how you're relating to this person. But like your friends can be like,
something ain't right.
We haven't seen this person. Obviously,
No,
like
I
your
was-
relationship, people see you less than. But
I
it's
don't know
like
who that was.
your light dims. Like it's actually insane.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
actually,
what, and that is what's
that is what's
happened.
happened.
Like, I
So
was
it's so hard to
over
tell.
and over
Yeah,
again.
obviously when you're in it, you don't
Yeah.
realize like relationships are like that. Like so you become short sighted. But like, God, trust when your friends say like something is different in a negative way, you need to just hear word because like you won't see it.
You don't need to see the signs. Just listen.
Try to listen.
It's easier said than done,
It's
but
easier
just
to- no,
listen.
it is, like,
Seriously,
try to
just
listen.
listen because they're trying to save you.
Because I don't think any of
They're
they
trying
love
to
you. They
save
wouldn't
you.
come
They
to you and
love
say
you.
that if they didn't believe that it was a problem. If it was just like, oh, we're seeing you a little bit less, that's somewhat normal. But if it got to the point where it's like, we used to see you at least once every few months, we don't see you anymore. Like, what's going on? It's like you, and like you said, you weren't talking about relationship. Please listen, please, guys, please listen.
We're begging you.
Please,
We're actually
like,
begging you.
if there's one thing, you
If this
actually
message is
please,
for you, you know.
you're receiving it. If you're new to the pod, and this is the first episode you've heard.
You know.
This
You
episode
know.
is for you.
Holy Spirit led you.
No,
Thank
because
you.
but sorry,
And make sure you subscribe while
If
you're
you
here.
like, stay.
I don't want to
Just make sure that you're also digging your own grave while you're there.
No, because she didn't lie.
Is this how she said it to you as well? Like,
No. They were actually really kind about it, but I was just so in La La
Wrapped up.
Land that it was just like no. Even though I was literally like a completely different version of who I am, like currently now, like night and day. But so then I went to go see him and stuff. We were chilling, and then I remember he was scrolling through the new friends that he'd met at uni, and there was a particular girl that I'd seen, and I was like, something about this girl, she's not just a friend. So like we spoke about it and he was just like, oh no, like me and her are just like good friends, she's Ghanaian, she's this,
That's
all
my
this
twin.
kind of stuff.
Ghana.
Whatever. Ghana. So then
Ghana.
that kind of happened, whatever, passed, we kind of like on off.
It's even
whatever.
gone, yeah, no one is so
that's what I'm
stingy.
saying.
Yeah. So stingy. Then it turned out this girlfriend, as they always are, turned out to be the new girl that he was seeing. And I remember when I confronted him, I was just like, so you lied and told me that was a friend when that's the person that you're seeing. And the way he turned it on me, like, why do you care? You weren't even my girl anyway. All of this like rhetoric. And to skip past forward or whatever, there was a time that I also went to go see, he invited me to go see him when we were seeing each other. And the girl, so I went to the window and I saw her walk into his accommodation and he left me to go on a walk with her in his accommodation. We'll probably cut this out, actually I don't want this in here. But and I remember just being in the no, we're gonna cut this out anyway. No, I don't want to.
Personal boundary.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to keep this in. But basically, he just lied to me about the girl that he was seeing at the time and made it seem like she was a friend when she wasn't. And I felt the disrespect of that was just like the consensus of all of this that actually annoys me is that men will push you to the point where you have to leave instead of just taking themselves out of the situation and going because you're such a pussy and a coward. Instead of
You're being a coward.
to say I don't want to do this anymore. This doesn't make me happy.
That.
I want to go. I'm here being like, I still love you or really like you. Let's make this work. Let's do this. Instead of you to just be like, you know what? I actually don't want to do this. Let's end this now. The end. You're pushing me to the point where I have to go so that you don't have to take the responsibility of doing what is the harder thing to do, but is the right thing to do. And I'm not saying I should have just not taken myself out of the situation. Obviously, common sense, just leave when you're not wanted. Yeah. But it's the fact that you had every ability to just take yourself
I was gonna say,
out.
it's also not that simple sometimes because like the way it's done is to make you feel like no I do they still want you.
Yeah.
I was like, do you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you can't even say that because it's not like they're doing this and they're like F you, I hate you. Then no.
And the thing is, it's just
sorry.
Just one more thing. I think like what a lot of people need to stop doing, both men and women, is like, you know you don't like a person, but you call them every day. You tell them that you like them. You're treating like you're feeding into that delusion of you liking them. And then when they now say like, "Oh yeah, I like you too," it's like,
whoa, wait a minute, Negro.
Where did you get this from?
But like your actions is saying everything like boyfriend and girlfriend signals.
And that's how the situationship within the black community, why we're here.
God help us.
But so that was kind of like the
help
lessons.
themselves.
No, but those are the lessons that I learnt from like my past relationship. It was definitely turbulent, and I feel like the more self-worth that I gathered for myself, the more that I began to love and actually appreciate who I am as a person, completely changed the relationships that I've been in, the relationship I'm in now. Like, it is night and day, because you just realize you just deserve so much more. You deserve someone that actually cares and likes you. Like, that sounds crazy, but like at the time it was just like, no, he kind of likes me. No, the person should make it so unequivocally clear that, like I said, God damn, how did I get such a woman? That's how it should be. Like, I'm not dying for you in it, but like,
no,
it's
yes.
like, and it should be reciprocated. I should feel the same thing, but I yearn. Shout out Bridgerton, because I yearn for you. That's how it should be. But yeah, so I just feel like we've all kind of spoken about it, but a lot of it comes down to one, like self-worth and how you view yourself. To when someone tells you that they don't want to be there, take yourself and go. But also understanding that emotional abuse doesn't just form in physical, and it can be incredibly manipulative and also emotional. And that's why it's so important to surround yourself with people that can see what you can't. And when your friends are telling you to run, this is the end of when your friends are telling you to run, just run.
Run far and run fast, guys.
Please.
Please.
Because actually flee. Just flee. You don't need to just leave them and run.
Run, literally.
And you'll thank them later.
No, because thank you guys. Thank you.
This is my first time I'm talking together. Thanks.
Girl.
Because we tried. Oh my god, we tried. Because it's actually us. We tried.
Don't say tried.
Anyways.
So yeah, that's the end of
lessons that we learned from our exes, man. Oh god.
Sorry, that actually like,
and that's even a nutshell. Like, it's like we haven't even really broken the surface. It's just like, oh.
It feels so. When you repeat certain things, it's like
You sound so. Oh.
I stand in my conviction. Literally, like,
Yeah.
I stand in it.
I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get them on the pod and we'll do a, what's the word?
Sit down.
I sit down. What's it called?
I actually wouldn't be opposed to that, you know.
If you ever receive an invite from me to come here, just know I'm setting you up.
Oh,
That's
to
not
get-
what I'm going
to
to
get
say
jumped.
personally.
But
That's
you have
not what I'm going to say personally. So maybe Jameen will try and
She
DM
won't-
me from
she
the
won't-
account. Just know,
It would be.
just know that it's not me that messaged you. And when if I get an inkling,
Yes.
don't come to London. Stay up north. Thank you.
Sure.
Welcome, bienvenue. Welcome to Game Time. Today we're going to be playing. Who said that? Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that? So we've just compiled some quotes from each of the episodes from season 1, and we're going to be guessing what rings true for each person. Like, who's that? Who said that?
English.
This English is more than me.
Who said what?
Things true.
Sometimes I just make stuff up. I'm not even that. don't believe everything I say. But anyway, so are we going to go in order? Or
Me first. Okay, I'll go first. So
So we have to guess who basically said that.
who said it?
How does it
Yes.
go? Are we going round? Are there points? What's going on?
It's actually true organizational skills. Oh my god.
So,
We'll just have to do like a tally. We'll do a tally.
Yeah, but
And then-
are we going round?
Oh, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
I
If we just go round, let's go round.
Okay, just go back and forth, back
we
and
guess
forth.
it, and then whoever wins.
We'll get the. Okay,
Oh, okay.
fair.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Also, the
cool.
first person to guess.
So guess it.
gets a
Okay.
point.
Oh,
So
is that what you were saying? I thought we were just saying that everybody should say who they think said it, and then if you're right.
Okay, yeah.
Let's come.
okay. So the quote is
What episode is it from?
episode. So I had episode 5, and I was finding quotes for episode 5. So I have 2 quotes from episode 5. So there's 2 points that you can gain from my round. So quote number 1. I was about to graduate, no wig, just cornrows.
I already know who that is. Okay, I already know who that is. I already know who that is. Should we write on our friends and then that way?
Yeah, you can write it on your phone.
Okay.
Guys.
Why?
User.
Because we're all gonna say it, but it's just like I feel like show the camera. Oh wait, is it gonna give sound on the mic?
Oh, should we like
Don't
write
forget
it?
that, man.
The user, the person in the Spotify lot.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, no. Obviously, we're gonna confirm afterwards who got
Okay,
it right.
true.
Like, but
Okay, so should I write it?
just so I can remember. Yeah, the questions. Okay.
Should we write it in like on Snap and then they turn it around? Or?
What, the question?
Okay,
The
the
answer.
answer.
Oh, the answer.
okay, so
Guys, this is
everyone,
too much preamble.
everyone
We
write
don't-
down their answer. And yeah, in this thing we should do like you have 5 seconds to answer.
I don't even know where to write
10.
it.
I'm just making a note. I don't think they'll be able to see it, Shell.
You won't be able to.
8.
Oh shit.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone, show me your screens. Jameen.
Oh, so
It's Jameen putting me. Yes.
It was Jameen.
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh my god, I was
Did
gonna
you
like.
say it was?
My
Oh,
one.
context. It's true. That would make sense.
me. It was me.
But I just realised the context.
Oh, how did you do
now.
that on Snap, innit?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what the thing is, guys? We actually need to unpack. Sorry, because I was about to write Jameen, but I was like, no, I'm not seeing now. But there's some people out there that I've been seeing on TikTok that are talking about themselves in third person.
End of story.
Yes.
Let's be moving on.
I think it's quite strange. They're doing
You're
this,
so
so-
annoying.
But anyway,
People are saying, you know,
okay, Jameen.
so and so moved to a girl in, I don't know, Box Park. You know, it's a little bit strange.
Oh yes,
Moving
it is
on.
strange.
Sure.
Anyways,
So we'll discuss that. We'll discuss
A little
that.
bit strange.
We'll discuss it in a few minutes.
okay, and then the next quote was, "Should I call HMRC for you?"
Oh my god, this is actually hard. Am I slow? I don't remember. And I watch episodes again and again.
What episode is this again?
Episode 5.
Should I call HMRC for you?
Should I call HMRC?
Five.
It's
Episode five, was it?
It's
Yeah.
given.
Nice.
I'm trying to think who's most likely to say it. Like,
Should I call HMRC?
oh,
I
actually,
feel like I know who it is. So what
Okay,
episode was that about again?
No, you shouldn't
I'm
tell her
not-
because I was watching
No
the
context.
That's
No,
going to make it too
You
easy.
have 10 seconds. 10.
I promise
I've got
you, I have
9,
no. Okay, I'm going to try.
8,
but-
hey, wait,
7, 6,
Relax.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think it was Atty.
Was it Oppe?
I don't even know anything.
You two are correct. It was Oppe.
It was Oppe,
Yes. When you were talking about the hairstylist,
Oh my god.
and Oppe said, "Should I call HMRC for you?"
Oh, I
About
thought
the
that sounds
hairstyle.
like such a Maiwa statement. No?
Yeah, because I actually thought it might have been me. I was like,
I mean,
hear that.
thought
to
it
be
was
fair,
them.
some people said it after, but Oppe was
The first.
Yeah,
the first person to say it and bring it up.
Okay.
Cool. So those are my quotes. Okay, I
That
tell
was
you
actually
next.
harder than I thought. Okay.
Me too.
Okay, mine is first one. I went into a hiatus and I fought the face of the Lord.
Which episode was this?
Well, I can't tell you what the episode's about.
No, what
it's
is it?
episode 6.
The episode was because we knew what episode 5 was about. No?
No, you didn't. What was it about?
The hairstylist. The hairstylist.
That wasn't what the episode was about.
What was the episode you episode about?
My one was about the hairstylist.
Yeah.
No, that's not what the episode. What was it titled? What was
It was when the baby pooed on
Okay,
her.
okay, I'll tell you the title. The title is it won't even help. Shit, what was the title? Let me just go there.
Oh, this could.
It's not even gonna help.
So can you repeat the quote, please?
It's not gonna help
Well,
you.
can you repeat the quote,
It's
please?
still not gonna help you. Okay. I went into hiatus and I fought the face of the Lord.
I can assume.
I have to assume.
I can assume.
I have to assume.
But then it could also be.
It could be two people. I
The
can't put
episode.
all.
The episode was sugar.
No, okay, wait, no.
Oh, natural hair, no?
Natural hair, yeah. That's what it's not gonna. I don't know how.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna change that.
Wait, no. Oh, guys.
It's two people.
It's two
There's
people.
only 2 people. There's actually only 2.
To me, there's only one.
I'm gonna go with one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember why I was saying that.
The things I feel like mine are so obvious. Actually, whatever. Let's go. Okay. Next one. This is my dictatorship. No, you can't.
Okay.
I don't know who, but
Actually,
I know someone
think-
who speaks like that. I don't know. It could be 2 options in my opinion.
I was thinking out the context, and I
Oh,
think
actually, no. It could be
Actually,
2
you do
people.
your timer whenever
Okay.
it has to.
3, 2, 1. Gemini, what's going on?
Was it you?
I said Maiwa because I think it was.
It was my one.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Actually, I remember the context. It was about cutting your hair. And
You can't come with a different hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't show a different hairstyle. You can't show a real hairstyle.
I think it's gonna be my old Jameen.
Yeah,
And then
mine
after
was-
No, because I thought it was Jameen. I was like, I think it should be.
No, I remember Ati saying something about a dictator. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
whenever it's like Jameen telling her what to do.
Yeah, it's just like-
recording.
yeah.
Like, it's my dictatorship.
not on my watch.
Okay. I'm quite rigid. Ellipses. This also translates into looks.
Oh yes, it's only one person. Sorry.
I literally remember saying this.
Well,
Gemini.
thank you. We knew, but thank you.
Do you know that if I'm being truthful?
Shut up!
Nah.
Anyway, that doesn't count.
Okay.
Move on.
Oh, do you have another one?
Oh, it doesn't count. Okay.
Yeah.
No, how many did you do? I didn't do that
I
much.
had quite a few as well, can't I? Like, I have 6.
I really only have
6.
2.
Yeah,
Maybe
quite
The
a
homework
few.
was 2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll do another one. Last one. Double standards in this house. You can never do that to me.
What?
Double standards in this house. You can never do that to me.
Double standards in this house.
I have no idea. I don't understand the context of that.
Ah,
Can you
that's the
explain
point.
the context, please?
There's just double standards. You can't do that to me.
I feel like I
In
know.
this house, you can't do that to me.
I feel like I know who it is.
Mm.
Okay.
Count your points.
Wait.
Sugar, I don't know. I have to do replay.
Yeah, just watch it back.
Toi.
You better go and get
Deux.
your armor.
Oh, show me.
Okay. That's what I put.
It was my one.
Yeah.
Really?
And it was the
It
same
was about the
context.
same thing because you were like, you said
No, but
you guys were.
You tricked me, Ati.
That's the
It was
point,
the same
innit?
Because I thought it was about to be her.
Yeah,
No.
I thought
Well, because it was the last one was her, I was like,
yeah,
oh,
that's
can't
what I
be
thought as
her.
well.
No, because she was saying the same because you were saying to her, oh, if he
I
can't
literally
change
was
his
about to
hair,
put her at you,
but
so
she can
annoying.
change her
Yeah.
hair. You're like, no.
I know, I literally was about to put her.
Hey ho.
So I've lost.
I've lost.
Jimmy,
Remember
it's your
that
turn.
No, because I was literally about to put you, but I was like, oh, she just.
I'm so sorry that you didn't. So let's.
I was literally. Fine. Well, my ones, I don't know.
Go.
You're actually crazy.
Oh.
That sounds like you sound like. It sounds like you.
Do you know what I mean? She said it like she said it.
Yeah.
You're
Like
actually
you said it.
crazy. That's the quote.
Oh,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Show me. Used to go right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was Shay.
No.
'Cause I can see Shay saying it, but with her hands.
Yeah,
Crazy.
This one's really hard.
Okay.
Why the hell did she do that?
Oh, for goodness sake. That's
What
the,
the hell?
and anybody could say
And do you know what the thing is? Yeah, it's only Jimmy that would come with.
that one is completely. It could be anybody.
What episode was this? Episode.
I don't know. I don't remember.
What episode was you on? 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 8. The boring friendship one.
Oh, the friendship one.
I don't remember that one.
Why,
that eliminates
the phone was actually, why
me.
the hell did she do that? Next.
Oh, I don't know, man. But I've wrote down who I think it.
So did I get a point for tricking you guys up?
No.
No. Okay, I'm just gonna put down this.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know.
let's go. Ready?
Oh, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
Wong wong.
What does that say?
Ati, I was alright, James.
Correct.
Who was it? You.
Oh.
It was you.
Me.
I can hear. As you said anyway. Next, I knew it was you.
Oh yeah, it's true.
You're like,
You. Anyway,
next.
Oh.
Lol.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I just did that too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I did it on the train.
Okay. Ready?
Mhm.
The first one is. So Oppe found love this month.
Oh, I feel like I'm trying to use muscle memory to remember us when we were there.
Ooh.
I think it was me. Not me. I think my.
It's two options. I think in my
Okay,
head.
I'm just tricking you guys there.
I don't know, man. Okay, feck, man. Okay.
I have quite a few. I can't lie. Like I actually have quite a few.
Oh. No.
The main quote is Oppe found love this month.
For goodness sake.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Was it me?
Yeah, it was Jameen.
That's the muscle memory.
I remember it was either you or Jameen. It was one of you two that said
Yeah, it was
something
Jameen.
along.
She said, "Oh, so Oppe found love this month, guys," and everybody was like,
Huh?
I remember that.
Oh yeah, because it was like everyone.
"That was everyone was like,
Yeah.
And all of a
buzz,
sudden
buzz,
you just came in.
That episode was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
The standout of this week is that men are mad.
Oh my god, this is actually difficult.
Oh.
That could have been anybody.
And that's what I'm saying. Give it anyone.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this.
I don't know, because since you were like tricking me.
The options
Lol.
are. It's the options are you for.
Who's tricking you?
Me.
You and Ati.
No, because
Ah, well.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
No.
3,
This goes on serious.
2,
Which one?
1.
Was it you?
It was Jameen.
I don't think it was me.
It was
I
her
don't think
a review. What did you put?
Huh?
What did you
I
put?
put you.
You put me.
But I knew it was either me or
The
you.
standout of it, she said that, what's it, when we did our, like, when we used to do the grey referral, and she was like, well, guys, stand up this week is that men are mad. That was her stand up.
okay.
I can't lie, guys, I've actually got quite a few. How much time have we got?
No,
Let me try and
no,
cut- Let me cut this down. Okay, this is an easy point. All the men are short, guys.
Oh, well, I know who said this.
This is an easy point.
I know who said this.
And it still remains the same.
I know who said this.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it was Atty.
Who else would make?
Because who else would say that on the pod?
Okay.
One more.
Okay.
E. No, that was a good. Oh, okay. I have a good one. Are you enjoying the kissing?
Who said that?
Guys,
I promise you, I
utilize
have
muscle memory.
no earthly clue.
I've never even heard that.
I know
literally-
someone said that.
Are you enjoying the kissing?
Oh,
Okay.
Nah. Sorry.
Like, how was it said? Are you enjoying the kissing?
How can she come
Are you
up?
enjoying the kissing?
Maybe.
Like it was just like throwing out
I
there.
know he said it.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
The others are really obvious, so I'll leave it there. Okay, ready?
Wait.
Wait.
No.
3,
Hold on.
2,
I don't know.
I don't know.
1. Okay, reveal.
It's having me on my own.
Pick one. Pick one.
Is that what
Pick one. Yeah, everyone's right, but Shay.
Oh.
That was me that said it.
Oh, okay.
Context on what context?
I think it was.
What was that episode?
I think it was Shay saying. It was either Shay or Oppa saying. Oh no, I think it was Oppa saying like she's just going around. She's, having fun, kissing. I said, "Are you enjoying the kissing?"
Okay.
Oh my god, when I saw us on his FYP,
That's
and I said, Jesus, delete the app now.
I thought we
Okay.
blocked him.
Huh?
Anyway.
We booked him on Instagram. I don't know what his TikTok is.
Oh.
Anyways.
Private TikTok is hilarious.
Literally, he's like, yeah, I
TikTok.
showed that this is my daughter's podcast. Yeah, I was like, oh, but I don't think it was a crazy video, otherwise he would be showing his friends. Anyway,
Yeah.
the first quote is, "Are you going to cry? Because if you cry, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to laugh."
There's only one.
That can't be one person. Wait, is this your question? No.
It could possibly be.
No, but I just feel like if it's not this person,
That's crazy.
I'll be shocked.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh,
Be shocked,
wait.
though.
Ooh, wait.
'Cause I know who the person. I know who the person is.
So you can write it down.
I wrote it down my damn.
Okay, 5.
Wait, can you repeat again? Just say it one more time.
Are you going to cry? Because if you cry, I'm going to have to laugh.
Oh no! Wait. Oh. It could be
It could be
okay.
two people.
It could be two. I'm gonna put what I think, but
Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Was it?
sorry, I put. Do I have to?
Jimmy's not showing her answers.
Jimmy, what's your answer?
I put you two.
It was Maiwa.
I put
Yeah.
Gemini /
Because when people
Oppa.
cry, that's what I know how to do. Because
Okay.
don't cry in front of me.
The second quote is, "God punish the pastors."
Hey.
I know who did that.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. Why are you pointing? I don't know yet.
Hey. I feel like it was.
Oh!
Which episode did you have?
It's between
9.
9. Yeah, okay.
I don't remember, man.
Dun, dun, dun. My day is different.
To your
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Never look.
Put, my what or shade.
You
It
can't
was
put
shady.
all.
It's me.
Guys, we have to disqualify Jimmy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Huh?
you need to scroll
She's just
faster.
putting all. Imagine she's even writing small text. So you can't see what she's done. You haven't clocked her. She's writing in her notes with small text. With small text.
So you can change it after.
So you can change it
I'm
after.
not. You can see.
We're registering her question, her answers.
Okay, and my final one is... I'll do 2. Okay, so... Everyone wants to be so different, so bad.
Oh.
That's exactly how
Nah,
they
this is
said it.
actually difficult.
Everybody wants to be
Oh,
different.
wait, it could be 2 people.
Everyone wants to be
I feel
different.
like-
Everyone wants to be
I
so
don't know,
different and
it's
so
So
bad.
bad. Oh. Okay, wait. I think.
No, I'm going back to my.
I actually don't know. I give up.
Okay.
No, in fact, Jimmy, you go first. What's your answer?
I have no answer. That's what I don't know.
Okay.
I actually it's just that blinking.
Okay, who
I
is
can't-
it?
I can't.
3, 2, 1. Okay. It was Jimmy.
Damn it, I knew it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, especially between you.
It's when she
What
said
did
so
you put down?
different, so bad. What did you put down?
down.
You put
No,
down.
because
I don't think.
Okay, I think that would have been my final one. To be fair, though, that's too obvious.
That's
okay,
fine. We don't really watch our own episodes, guys.
I do. I watch a lot.
I don't
But
really
it seems like I don't remember.
I listen to season
makes
one
me
quite often
cringe.
actually. Like we
Yeah,
have an
listen
episode,
to
yeah.
it.
It's like, oh, I've had this
But
conversation.
it seems like I don't retain because there's no that was
See, I
harder
remember
than I
in the room. That's why
thought.
I'm like, oh, like, I remember that conversation.
Same, but no,
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
It's
Who's
quite
gonna
an
outro?
episode.
Yeah, it was
Happy
long.
birthday
To us.
Can you sit down in the corner?
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday.
Yeah, the singles always have to ruin it. I'm joking.
The grey area.
Never had birthdays to us for real.
Hashtag
Like,
yeah.
wow, what life?
Yeah.
Next year we'll have a blip. Is it blip?
Blip?
Huh?
What?
No. In the sky.
Yeah.
Blip.
Oh, a blimp. Not a blimp. A blimp is like a
thing.
It's a mistake, like a blip.
That
Yeah.
thing in the sky, no?
A blimp.
Like the plane, when the plane comes and they have like a
Yeah.
Is it called a
There's
blip?
another thing.
Is it
Yeah, it's
called
called a blimp, not a blip.
Whatever. You know
Next
what I
year
said.
we'll have a blimp.
Amen.
Yeah,
We'll have a
period.
blimp. We'll have a deal with somebody, one distributor or other. Maybe our own studio. We love this studio, but maybe our own studio.
Shout out to Box.
Shout out to Box.
Shout out to Box.
Man, we've been on a journey this past year, so
Yeah.
Yes.
who knows where the next year will take us.
Yeah.
Keep following us and engaging with us. We love you guys. Thank you for rocking with us.
Anyway, take away.
No, because thank you. It's
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been your girl Shay.
Actually,
Okay, let's start again.
Sorry. Anyway, before we do that, follow us on socials, please, at TGA Pod.
Everywhere TGAPOD lowercase
Lowercase.
lowercase
Which is
everywhere.
actually
We
kind
had a
of
week,
free.
guys. We had a week, guys.
Anyway, yeah.
Don't just follow, engage as well.
Yeah,
Tag
literally
us. We like
engage,
talking to you
comment.
guys.
Your comments are.
So you guys like talking to people separately?
Oh,
oh.
No, like
Shade?
like they like. I'm not, guys. You see, I'm actually just being me, and they'll say I'm shading you. I'm not even. I'm just saying like you. What's that? But what I was saying before people try to make me seem like I'm crazy is basically you guys enjoy talking to us separately about the pod, but we would appreciate you talking.
Yeah,
on
talking
the
about it
pod.
on
actual
yeah.
page.
like there's so many messages. Oh, like we love the.
Yeah.
Tell us,
Down
comment
below.
it
You know,
on our group page.
you can't just keep sending screenshots to the chat like, hey, this person.
You know what I mean?
Because it would be nice to share it with the community.
Thank you guys.
But
But yeah, thank you guys so
Thank you.
much.
And
Yeah.
thank God as
grateful.
well.
Yeah.
You know, we're here a year later.
Literally
Jesus.
Facts. Some
consistently.
gonna make it a year into a pod, you know.
Yeah,
So-
it's true.
How many episodes did they say? 10 episodes.
Yeah, and then they usually like.
Sure.
I think it's 3 or something, like
Average.
a really small amount, and then they stop. So
Oh.
we've
We
gone
made it,
past
y'all.
You beat
that.
the statistics.
We beat the statistics.
Yeah.
But yeah, time to wrap up. It's been your girl Shay.
it's actually
It's been your favorite fly, babe, Mayo.
It's Jameen.
Lol.
And last but not least, it's Open.